All right, we're going to start to look at exponential functions, but before we do that, I want to tie geometric sequences and kind of transform into exponential functions. So I want to go back and review what we know about geometric sequences from last quarter. So geometric sequence is when we have a common ratio. So previous term is always multiplied by the same value to get the next number. So in this case, we're multiplying by 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. 36 times 3 is 108. Some of you prefer to figure out the common ratio by using division. So you take the new term, the latest term, divided by the previous term. So 108 divided by 36 is 3. 36 divided by 12, 3. 12 divided by 4, 3. So this is an example of a geometric sequence. We know the explicit formula is g of n equals g of 1 times r to the n minus 1, where r is the common ratio. G of 1 is the first term in the sequence. So if we were to write this example 1 down as an explicit formula, our equation would be g of n equals, g of 1 is 4, 4 multiplied by r, which is the common ratio, which is 3. So 4 times 3 raised to the n minus 1 power. Gonna ring a bell for you? Hope it does. Let's look at one more example. So example 2, we have 9, 3, 1, 1/3. So this one's actually decreasing. So remember, it's what do you if you go left to right, it's what are you multiplying by? 9 times what is 3? 3 times what is 1? 1 times what is 1/3? That's right, it's 1/3. Okay, so we know that the common ratio is 1/3. We could have did 1/3 divided by 1 is 1/3. 1 divided by 3 is 1/3. 3 divided by 9 is also 1/3. So again, if you work left to right, as you're increasing through the sequence, I should say, as you're going from n is 1, n is 2, n is 3, as you do that, you're multiplying by. That's the common ratio. If we go this way, we are dividing to get the common ratio. All right. So what would be the explicit formula for example 2? So we're going to write g of n equals 9 is g of 1, 9 times my common ratio, which is 1/3, and that's raised to the n minus 1 power. So if I said, okay, what's the 10th term value? You say g of 10 equals 9 times 1/3 to the 10 minus 1. So then you take your calculator, go 1/3 to the 9th power, get a real small number, multiply that by 9, and get your value. Okay, this one up here, if I said find the 10th value, it'd be, you go 3 to the 10 minus 1, which is 9, 3 to the 9th power, big number, times 4, and that would get you the value. Okay, remember the order of operations. You got to do the exponents first, then you do the multiplication. All right? So you have some practice today for this on quizzes. If you have to go back to your old notes from last quarter, you can do that as well. But I'd like you to warm up with geometric sequences in quizzes first, because that's going to take us into today's lesson.